Hi and welcome to Last Watch. Today is a Saturday, so I think it's only fair and fitting that I bring you the contents of this box. But before we do that, first of all, there's a few things I'd like to do. Firstly, many thanks to all my subscribers. There are a handful of you, but hopefully that will increase over time. And also, thank you very much for watching my videos. The Steinhardt one is proving very popular. I can only hope that my future videos are as popular as that one. Secondly, I'd like to talk about the glycine again. I'd just like to mention there was some discussion in my review of this watch about its accuracy. I said it was running at -4 to +5 seconds per day, but I've done another time check on this watch. I've worn it for a week on the wrist, and after a week on the wrist, it was coming in at +3 seconds for the whole week. So to be quite honest, the 2824 movement in here is doing a pretty good job. It's doing probably slightly better than the same movement in my Steinhardt. So come on, Steiny, you need to pull your boots up. But yes, as I say, I just thought I should mention that because anybody looking at this watch that may have been put off by that accuracy, I don't know why they would, because to be quite honest, even at -4 and +5 a day, that's still pretty good. But yes, over a week, +3 seconds, very pleased. So getting back to this very official looking box, the shape of the box might actually be a bit of a clue as to what's inside of it. It is actually quite a long, narrow box, that's all I shall say. To anybody in the know, they may already be guessing. Yeah, the box, as you can see, pretty formal looking. It's been in the post for a few days. I ordered this watch 1 week ago. It turned up 7 days later. I've already gone through the formalities of cutting the tape on this box and also the bag that is inside of it, which contains another box. That's just to save a bit of time, save messing around, but also because I wanted to have a quick look at the watch in question inside this box, and there are reasons for doing that. So without further ado, I'll open this box, we'll see what's inside, and we'll continue from there. So we have a grey bag. What's in the grey bag? Let's continue. Ah, we have a Seiko box. It's a Saturday. I don't have a Seiko in my collection. I was feeling left out, so I decided to get myself a Seiko. Now, this Seiko I have been looking at. Oh, I'm going to hide that. Did you see it? If you did, it's blown its cover. You know what it is. This watch I've been looking at for some time. Now, in all honesty, this watch was discontinued 12 months ago, pretty much to the month. It was discontinued last March of 2017. The watch is still available though, or is it? I purchased watch through eBay, through a seller on eBay. There has been some debate about whether or not the seller is legitimate. He does a lot of business. He's based in Ireland. I'll give you the name of the seller to be quite honest. Gizmo Outlets. I saw a forum online questioning whether or not he was selling legitimate watches. I've been looking at this watch for a while. The reasons for which I shall explain very soon. There was an offer. There's an Easter offer on at the moment on eBay, which basically allowed you 20% off certain items that you choose to buy through eBay over the Easter period. I used that offer on this Gizmo Outlets website, and it accepted that 20% discount, which meant that I got this watch 20% cheaper than the sale price. So price-wise, I'm not complaining. Now, I should add that today, this isn't a review. It's an unboxing. I just want to get into this watch. I want you guys to have a look at it, Give me your thoughts. Did I buy a fake Seiko? I hope not. So let's proceed. So first of all, we have an instruction manual, which is Japanese first at the front, but I did have a quick look earlier, and there is English in the back. To be quite honest, I won't need this. The watch that I have isn't a complicated one. It only has one complication. So this will go back in the box. It's nice to have it, but as I say, don't need it. And we will take out this box. Yes, it's a Seiko long box. Now this should mean something to some of you. It meant something to me from the reviews that I've seen online. And anything left in here? What do we have? We have, it doesn't want to come out. We have a Seiko warranty, only valid in Japan. This watch is a Japan home make. They're generally not for sale outside of Japan. It is a J model, I believe. Interestingly, it says through sale of Amazon Japan, but then here there is an address in the USA, so I'm not sure what's going on there. So yes, this is a Japan model. Seiko make watches for different parts of the globe under different references and different model numbers. But as I say, anything you can buy in Japan, you can buy worldwide due to the fantastic fact that we live in a global market. So here it comes, the grand unveiling. This watch, what is it? What is it? What do you think it is? Well, I'll tell you now. It's the Seiko SARB065. So the first thing you notice is the watch is upside down. The watch is not upside down. The strap is upside down. So we'll just turn that around. Here we have it, guys. The infamous dial of the Seiko SARB065. I've heard so much about this dial on the internet, on reviews, on forums. Everybody raves about it. I have two light sources here. To my right, I have a blue light, a daylight light. And to my left, I have an interior light, which is a tungsten light. So by moving this around, we can clearly see that that dial works overtime with the light. The reflections are phenomenal. In any case, let's just get this box out the way in the background, and we will move on with today's watch. So why did I buy this watch? Well, I have a formal event in 4 months from now. I will be father of the bride. If you've been watching my watch reviews, you will know that so far all of my watches have been dive watches. As I showed you earlier, we have the Glycine. The Steinhardt is sitting in a watch box. I have my work watch on today. My Citizen quartz watch. This is my beta, but I do take care of it. So what I needed for a more formal event was a more formal watch. I've been looking for some time for something petite, small, with a white dial. I love the fact that this has a blue second hand. But as I mentioned earlier, this watch was discontinued. It was discontinued 12 months ago. But they are available if you shop around. I found this on eBay. I've decided to take a chance on it. I have purchased this watch through eBay on the premise that if it was a fake, I don't know, maybe it is a fake, but if it was a fake, that I would be covered under the eBay guarantee. So yes, today is not a review. I don't want to go into the details of this watch. I will do that in a week or so's time. But I just wanted to show you this watch. It seems legit. It has its infamous black with a hint of blue stitching, glossy leather strap with a deployment, the signed deployment. Now, the reason I said earlier that this watch strap is upside down is because when you wear the watch on the wrist and you have the clasp on, hang on, where are we? I've done it again. It's upside down. When you wear this watch on the wrist with a deployment, if you look at the deployment, it reads Seiko. So that is the reason for that, or at least that's what I understand. So yes, I don't think I'll be keeping this strap on this watch. I've got several other straps which are 20 millimeters. I believe this is a 20 millimeter lug. We will find out in the review. But by the time I get round to reviewing this watch, I'm guessing that I will have a different strap on it. I should point out that the reason I decided to go for the 065 as opposed to its replacement is in the back of the watch. This has a superior movement to the SRPB 43J, which was its direct replacement. I believe that those watches, there's quite a few different colours in that new line of the SRPB. There are several colours in that range, so you can get this in a nice deep blue, you can get it in a kind of burnt brown. But again, we'll discuss that in the review. So looking at the watch, it seems legit. Tell me, is it fake? I really hope not. We have a Japanese tag on it. I can't read Japanese. Can you read Japanese? Is this telling me you've bought a fake? I hope not. That's upside down. But here we have it. Look, there you go. 6R15 movement. SARB065. Made in Japan. Japan home model. There we go. SARB065. 55,000 yen. Watch upside down again. I really need to change this strap. So yes, my first Seiko. It's a Saturday. I now have a watch to wear on a Saturday. I'm very, very pleased. Oh, I haven't wound this thing yet. Let's wind it. I'll tell you now, it feels, compared to the fact that I have all divers, this watch feels very delicate. It feels very dainty, but at the same time, is it really that much smaller than my dive watch? That's a 44. Hang on, this is a 42. God, I should get the Steinhardt out, which is a 39, and compare it. Give me a second, guys. I'll do that. Hang on one second. So here it is up against the Steinhardt, and what are they, the same size? It looks slightly larger than the Steinhardt, I think. Anyhow, let's give it a wind. This is tiny. I'm so used to a big crown on a big dive watch. This is very delicate, and yet it's quite reassuring when you wind that. I can feel it. I can hear it. I've got the microphone here. Let's see if we can hear it. So that's the watch winding. Why is it? Ah, there we go. There was a bit of a delay there. It's starting. And hang on a second. This watch is straight out the box. And yet it has today's date on it. How fortuitous is that? Well, guys, yes. This is not my first watch, but I'm actually really, really excited about this watch. This is this watch has got me buzzing. I think it's the fact that there's been so much talk about it. There's been so many reviews about it. It's a much well loved watch. Again, you know, I don't want to turn this into a review, but just looking at that bubble dome, which then becomes flat crystal on the watch, it is stunning. And then we have the display back. Again, this is my first watch with a display back. Super excited. So before I waffle on and carry on and just talk rubbish, look, I'm gonna finish this unboxing, this unveiling right here and now. Hopefully I'll get this video on as quickly as possible. I want to try and get it on today. I have just posted the glycine video. Work got in the way of me posting that, so there's been a bit of a delay on that. I'm very sorry for those of you that have subscribed or that have been waiting for my next video. I do have a trip coming up in a week or so, so hopefully I'll try and review this watch before I go away, but if not, I'll do it when I come back. So worst case scenario, it might be 2.5 weeks before you see this watch again, but I'll give it a full review. I'll put it on the wrist, I'll wear it, I shall basically do a time check on it, see how it fares that way. But yes, actually what I will do, I will see if I can put this on the wrist, just see how it looks before I finish this video. Right guys, that was a bit of a chore. I've never worn a deployment clasp before, so it was a whole new experience for me to put this thing on. It really helped after I took the plastic off it. Silly boy. But yes, there it is on the wrist. I'm trying to get a perspective angle on it here. Hang on a second. I tend to wear my watches a little bit higher on the wrist. I know some people kind of wear their watches down here, but I like it. I like it there, and I tend to wear it a bit tight as well. But here it is on its own brand black glossy strap. You know what? The strap's pretty comfortable. So I don't know. Maybe I'll leave it on there rather than risk scratching the lugs or anything. But I'll have a play and we shall see. So yeah, here it is on the wrist. Again, I don't want to talk too much about it. I'm trying to save this for the review, guys. But yeah, thank you very much for tuning in. Check in with me in a week or so. I'll wear this. I'll strap it out. I'll maybe find something more attractive to put it on. I'll just put it through its paces, give a review. Sorry about my rambling, guys. As I say, I'm very excited about this one. I'm normally quite cool. I've been very careful about all the watches I choose. This was a real punt for me. I really didn't know whether, you know, do I need a dress watch? Am I a dressy kind of guy? That blue second hand is beautiful. So yes, I'll stop rambling. Thank you very much for tuning in today. Again, thank you for subscribing. Please carry on subscribing. Carry on watching my videos. Please give a thumbs up. And keep an eye out for the review of this watch and future watches from myself. Speak to you guys again soon.